Skipping. Urgent message.
Weisenstein, what's the kind? I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. And they called me with the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is my fourth location, and the phone went through. I couldn't talk earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone this week, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. Alright,
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. All right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is P. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you, and not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk. Not being able to do those things, I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
To say thank you for letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, let me leave your ass alone. I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how vibe is because I was right, I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Who taught you that? Are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, that was amazing. It was totally, perfect. If I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, hands down. Am I mad at you? Hell yeah, because you know that you got those skills. So for you to do that to me, that was not nice at all. Because I was getting to know you in a whole different way, and it was cool too. That other way was also nice, So I don't know. It makes me more curious about who you are and what you're really about. I won't lie, But again, I keep feeling that vibe of how you gonna do me like that? That is not nice. So you definitely, at some point, will have to give me that explanation because I'm just real curious. But that's it. I'm not, in any way needing anything else. I think I'm okay. I'm staying away from you. I'm still gonna stick to that one. But I definitely want to know. I'm dude, are you on TV?
Robert Frank and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
This is Debo. Steve the Dean Williams, give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Yo, cupcakes. This is C.T. Fletcher, and you're listening to the Man Mindset Dating Show for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
The following program is rated MAN. It contains real game, learning your value as a man, original ways to have her face in the pillow and her ass up in the air. I'm talking her knees pushed so far back, it's touching her shoulders. Touching her without touching her. Having a woman respecting your every move. Buying you gifts. Cooking and cleaning with a smile. And knowing her place at the table. So, for all you human males, cupcakes, surface dwellers, and grass-eating lions, viewer discretion is advised. Meaning, if you don't like the truth, then go find a show that helps you cuddle, complain, and cry about women. Just get the fuck out of here.
Yo, listen up, young player. Steve's got the remedy. For all your dating questions, the game will set you free. Hey, you wanna know about the game, you wanna be in the know. Yeah, yeah, teaching you life as a man, help you to stick to the code. Yeah, yeah, and we just keeping it real. Pulling these women is really a skill. Know how to talk and know how to move. Leveling up and we help you improve. You got the number, you look like a player, you seeing the success. Hey, closing the deal, that's really major, but what do you do next? Hey, we here to help, no need to worry, little homie, so don't stress. Helping with life, more than tips and giving advice. I know you gon' like. It's time for your elevation. When it come to love and dating, we got the keys. Let's get you rolling. It ain't no need for waiting.
You don't cook or clean when my couch has lint. Shame, shame, shame. You don't fold my clothes or pay my rent. You beg for my time like you're some special chick. So tell me, why should I give you this dick?
All right, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Dean. Class in session, gentlemen. We're going to be doing a not too long of a show, guys. We're going to be chopping up today. We're going to be talking about the 10 ways a game is going to change your dating life. Gentlemen, I do want to say a shout out to all you guys out there who have taken the time to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. We want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys out there. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. And the thing about the show is that we spit game off the top of our dome. We're not content creators. I've been doing this for a long time. Gentlemen, it's birthday package, birthday discounts all month long. But also, gentlemen, I want to say, okay, let's get into the show. But before we do that, guys, we say for all you guys out there, if you want to become a student of the game, please go to Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Target, Amazon, or Michael's and get your 100-piece puzzle set. Gentlemen, the only way that you're going to understand the levels of games that we're trying to teach you is by getting something simple like that, driving home, making sure you dump all the pieces on your table, throw the box away, and begin to put the puzzle pieces together yourself. It's one thought, one mind, one way, gentlemen. Also, gentlemen, if you have a question, please, gentlemen, put a Q if you have a question. If you are texting somebody and you have a trouble with her, please send a text message or tell us a text message, and we might ask you a few questions. But other than that, guys, if you have a question, please put a Q, or you can call in at 833-859-8744. That is 833-859-8744. Today, we're talking about the success of the game learning game and soaking it all up. So we appreciate all you guys that are in here. Guys, got questions? Shout out my dogs out here. Let's go ahead and get it the way we do, gentlemen. All right. So let's start right here. So for many of you guys out here, excuse me, for many of you guys out there, we want to dive into a concept that's fascinating for a lot of guys, because a lot of guys are not taught about the game. They're taught about content creation and things like that, but they're not actually taught the game. And one thing I always believe, that all you guys out there, you can master your life by learning the game and connecting. And it's just not, the game isn't about relationships. It's not about women. The game flows through all situations, gentlemen. And the game, actually, for those that don't understand it, it helps you with strategy. It helps you understand the importance of every move you make, and also foresight as well. And if you look at the game, the way we try to teach you guys and show you all this stuff, you'll see that every move, every thought, every decision counts. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, gentlemen, by breaking down 10 strategies for you guys, taking questions and moving forward. So with that being said, we're definitely going to talk about this, because this is something that's very important. Because most of you guys right now, I talk to you guys all day. For a lot of you guys that, you go, you come, you whatever, but there's no initiative and everything, okay? For a lot of you guys, you've been there. For a lot of you guys out there, when something doesn't work out or something doesn't quite go the way you expect it to go, maybe you failed at talking to women. Maybe you failed at reaching out or something like that. And when things don't go the way that you imagine those things to go, you will, most you guys don't look at accountability or responsibility. Sometimes we get mad and we like to point the finger at the woman to say that it's her fault why these things are not going. Okay. So we want you guys to talk. We want to talk about this, because at the end of the day, excuses are not great. I know they make you feel better about yourself, but making excuses and not really guiding yourself hurts those expectations that many of you guys have. And that's what we're going to be talking about, because I know a lot of you guys, you want to learn, you want to be good with women, you want to go on dates and all that other stuff. And most of you guys are trying to figure out, how do I achieve those goals and things like that? And how do I learn the successes and stuff? And that's what we're going to be talking about. One of the things I always learned, even when I was doing this at 9 years old, learning this stuff at 9, I've always realized that the importance of surrounding yourself you need to surround yourself again by two different groups of people. All right, guys, I forgot, get your crayons out, get your notebooks out and stuff like that. But as a man, it is important that you surround yourself by two different groups of people. Okay. First group of people I'll go to second first. The second group of people that you need to surround yourself with are people that can push you and drive you and force you to keep up with the herd, or you'll get left back. And that was one of the things that I was lucky enough to be around. I was around the go-getters. I was around the guys that were ladies, men, and all that other stuff. I've even told you a million times, even stories of how when we created, we got the apartment that when you snooze, you lose type things. And, go-getters do what they want to do all the time, but you always want to surround yourself with people that are actually doing something. If you have people right now who are lazy, who are complaining, who are whining, remember, you are a percentage of the people that you actually hang out with. So we want you guys to kind of take a step back and look at, this is number two. We're talking the first thing. Second thing first is that the people that you surround yourself with, because people can take away things from you. It's hard to talk to, gentlemen, it's hard to talk to people when you have success. When you have success, when things are going right for you with women, when things are going right with you, no matter what's happening, it's hard to talk to people who are lazy, who are very, very negative and things like that. So, gentlemen, you've got to clean your closet out, and you've got to, I know you guys think that you need to keep your friends from elementary school or junior high school and things like that, but you have got to be able to surround yourselves with wolves and grizzlies and sharks and lions. You got to surround yourself and familiarize yourself with those that have game, are gamed up, and get women, because those people actually move totally different. They move in a way. It's going to be amazing for you guys once y'all start to become this or begin to be around people like this. It's going to be cool because it's no longer, hey, let's go out and meet some women. Hey, let's go out and I hear there's going to be some hot women here. Let's go to this place because the women are there. And no, it's just going to be a thing, man. Let's roll. Let's just roll. And then when you roll, you do things. So, it was cool for me. Even in high school, learning, we created a thing, and ladies not going to like this much, but I mean, we created football's right around the corner. I mean, we created like drafting. That's where the roster thing came in for us. We would have a certain amount of women on our roster, and if they wasn't in the top 5, we would trade them. And trading was the most important thing, gentlemen. I just want to say real quick, trading was the most important thing because when you get around wolves and sharks, everybody has mouthpieces. First man wins. It's just how it is. So we used to trade like for supplementals or picks. Like, I'll give you my 4 and my 6 and my 8 for a supplemental, and your 9 or something like that. So I mean, it's fun when you do it, guys. But sitting around, being around a bunch of guys who are mad all the time, who are always looking for the next best thing, is not going to help you. Or it's not going to be conducive of you actually growing. So that would be the first thing. The second thing is very important to have surround yourself by your mental cult. I'm the only one that talks about this. This is very important to create your scribe, to create your marketing team, to create your blacksmith, to create your culinary school, to create your studio, your film room, your guide, your compass. That is the one of the most, that's why you said the first thing second, because this is more important. I mean, it's even more important than your friends, because once you create it in a mentality and have that mentality of their job is to do one thing to serve you, it's fine. Hold on one second. Wait, hey, hold on. I didn't say y'all didn't. I'm just talking about the guys. Y'all could trade all you want, but we were doing some things and we were trading. I'm not saying you women didn't. I'm just saying that when you're around the wolves and bears, that we move a little bit different, especially going out to the clubs. Well, at the time in high school, they were teen clubs. We couldn't get into the majors until we got out of high school, but going into those things, it allowed us to move a little bit different. But let's continue, guys. You have a question, please put a Q. Lines are open if you want to call in. Also, one thing we have to learn is another thing we need to learn, gentlemen, is to identify ourselves, and not just the way we move. We must identify and create what I call the key move. Now, I am coming out with something. I'm almost done. It's going to be, I can start talking a little bit more about it. It's about the mouthpiece. No one's ever done this. I'm going to show you what I learned, and I'm going to show you how to use what I learned to be able to create your own mouthpiece and to be able to talk to women for the first time. Because I know everybody here, like Steve, you always say talk to women. What does that mean? What does that look like? And I have something. I'm on third base coming around the home, so it's almost ready. It's been years for me to get all this shit together because I had to kind of make sure I keep it economical and not bombard you. Because I mean, we're talking hours on hours, so I had to make sure I didn't give you too much. So I had to kind of whittle that down and get to the most important stuff. But what I was saying is that what is important is identifying key moves. And key moves are the way you talk to women. Your bid, key move. Key move is the way that when you're on a date with a woman, what do you do? See, the beautiful thing about a key move, gentlemen, is that you do not change the key move. We've always told you guys that one of the biggest problems that so many young men have is that because they don't have any key moves, that they move based off the woman that they see. So if they see a different woman, they're always talking different. And when you have game, you don't have to talk different to women, gentlemen. It is actually identifying your actions and creating what is, I got a call right here, is a great routine for yourself, but not for anyone else. 270 with Chanel, they hung up. Okay, anyway, as we were saying before, it's very important that you evaluate the way you see the world, the way you think about the world, and the way you move. It's very important. And these are the things that's going to give you an advantage. Most people, I know y'all thinking strategies and looking for advantages, but the greatest advantage is the man that can know his key move. Most guys just say things to women and they don't know why they're saying those things, or like, I'm just going to say something because I'm trying to build something. I kind of talked to a client earlier today, who thought that he would do and say something to get the woman attracted to him. But I don't think you guys understand attraction. Attraction doesn't come from a pickup line, or attraction doesn't come from trying to say something you think she likes. The attraction comes from how you present yourself to that woman at that moment, or even before that moment. So it's very important, gentlemen, that to begin all these successes is actually look to these key things. And the thing is, we have to actually take an honest assessment of ourselves. I know many of you guys out here are very, very good, in school, some of you, but you've all graduated. So you had to be some kind of decent. But for many guys who look at their body, their height, their looks, their muscles, their status, you're not as smart, you're not as good and sexy as you think. Okay. And if what I'm saying to you moved you the wrong way, it's because it's part of your self-identity that I'm talking about right now. A lot of guys don't want to hear that. A lot of guys don't want to, a lot of guys run away from that kind of truth. And I don't mean that being smart, looking good, and all these things is part of your self-identity, though it might be for some of you guys out there, gentlemen. But the fear that you might not be those things is part of your identity. You see what I'm saying? We're so busy looking at the negative things as far as what we think the world wants to perceive us. And as we say, world, women, for a lot of you guys. And for many of you guys, words hurt. And let me explain that to you guys. What I mean by words hurt: saying no, saying I have a boyfriend, saying I'm not interested, saying I want to be your friend, her saying that you are a brother towards, like a brother to me. Any of these words can hurt you guys, but it's the thing that we've got to accept. We've got to accept that truth. See, the thing is that when women say things to us for depending on how you see yourself, most of you guys allow statements to not only hurt you, but you also allow statements to carry over to the next interaction that you have with a woman when you're not locked in on who you are as a man. And the only reason why this happens is because most of you don't believe in you, and you are the strategy. You are the law, the rule, the code. You are the mission statement, the vision statement, the legacy statement when you begin to actually learn the game. And all these things that most people don't understand is the long-term strategies that you must create for yourself to learn how to actually position yourself. And sometimes, gentlemen, the path is not always going to be clear. I know for many of us, we want a clear path to the woman, but for many of us, the path is not clear. Okay. But the thing is, as someone who has game and is learning game, is that we have to be able to have the ability, even in the fog or the clouds and the things that blur our vision, to have the ability to see the moves ahead without looking what is ahead of us. And that is the thing that most guys don't believe in. See, when one doesn't believe in oneself, one cannot believe in his unique potential to execute what he thinks and what he feels with a belief and a confidence. And it is because these things, the lack of belief that you have in yourselves, it doesn't make you bad people not to believe in yourself. But for many of you guys, you probably asked the question, what is it that I need to believe in? I don't know what to believe in. I don't know how to execute, and I don't know how to think, and I don't know how to actually connect myself to having more understanding to move. And when we don't look at these things and we don't try to fix these things, we actually write things on paper, have big dreams, have big aspirations and everything. But the reality is that many people don't end up achieving the things that they want to achieve. As we said, for many of you guys, we are, the 8th month, the 9th day of the year, and many of you guys are still the same people. And that goes to show that even though we wanted to achieve a big goal that we have set for ourselves, it's not to say that you're not capable of achieving those things. It's just that because of your limitations that you have for yourself, it will never become a reality for many of you guys out there, because it's not the situation, it's not the woman that gets in your own way, gentlemen. It is actually you that get in your own way. And you get in your own way by the excuses that you constantly make. You know, I ask a lot of you guys, what are y'all doing tonight? Most people are going to say, I don't know. Most people should say, well, you know what? I'm going out. I'm going to a bar near the college town. I'm going to a club near the college town so I can meet women. Okay. But for many of you guys out there, y'all hold on to issues and you hold on to problems as if holding on to something negative is positive. And the thing that is crazy that most guys don't understand is that the things that you hold on to that are negative give you comfort, because you know the negative, you know what you are. And from the moment that many of you have been born, the thing about life is always consistently test you, okay? From the moment you learned how to crawl to the moment you walked up on your feet, you were always being challenged by something. But unacceptable is something that a man doesn't think about. And that is very important here, because we will, as children and babies, we've all stumbled and we've all fell, but we always got up. And this is not motivation, so please understand this. I'm just breaking things down to you. But for many of the failed attempts that each of y'all guys have made when you were children, okay, and the mistakes that you made, you eventually got up and started crawling, walking, and running. You know, the same thing with a bike, the same thing with a car. And it's really easy when you are actually proud of the ability, but how can one be proud of the ability if you don't create the ability? You are the ability. I believe each and every one of you guys have the ability if you choose to learn the ability. And that takes skill, because you guys don't understand the game is awesome. It's the summertime. Women are out here and everything, okay? And once you begin to create your own abilities, you no longer look at women the way you do. Area code 954, sir, what's your name and what's your question? Area code 954 going once. Area code 954 going twice. Sir, what is your name and what is your question, sir?
Hey, Steve, Joseph.
Yes, sir. How can I help you, sir? What's up?
Hey, just a quick question for you,
Sure.
Steve. I'm actually going to be going to bars and maybe a couple clubs, and I'm wondering if you have any tips, maybe, or.
No. See, okay, stop right there. Okay. Okay. You want to see what the problem is?
What's that?
The problem is the question. And you know what you get to, I get to go to the board because I can talk to you and go to the board at the same time. So I'm gonna explain why what you're saying, moving my Samsung Galaxy phone out of the way, people. Samsung. I'm gonna show you what the problem is. Okay, so what you're saying is okay, this is you, and you're saying Steve, you're going to the bar, right? You say you're going to the bar, but you want some tips to go to the bar, right? Now, the thing about the game is this. See, you're going to the bar because of what? Women, yes? You want to meet some women.
I'm gonna be hanging out with some friends and shit too. So.
Well, yeah, but but you're saying but you're asking for tips. So what is a tip you're asking for with a woman, right?
Maybe I should be a little more specific. I guess.
Okay, yeah, because that's important as a man because nobody can read your mind. So the more transparent and specific you are, the more I can help with the question. So what are the tips of you going to the bar? What's the tip that you're asking for?
Okay, so I believe you say that you are not your end result, right?
No, I'm not my end result. No, I'm not.
Right. So when you go out, right, is it best to just have like zero expectations?
My only expectation is to go out to enjoy me, and I know this is gonna sound arrogant as fuck, to give women opportunity to fuck or suck my dick or spend time with me. To get off of my throne in the land of ass and titties, take the form of man, come down to this motherfucking planet and allow women the opportunity to be with me. I won't move on that. I'm serious. I know that sounds real fucking arrogant, but why can't you feel that way? You know what I mean? So if I go to the bar, I'm saying that. See, the thing is with many guys is they go to the bar, but they allow the bar or the club to actually intimidate them. Because at the bar and the club, okay, what do you have? You have women that's by themselves. You got women that's with their girlfriends. You have women that's with guys, and some of these guys are just their guy friends. So many people, again, this is why it's important to know exactly what it is you want to do and how you want to do it versus putting a lot of pressure on yourself. I'm saying that you're saying any tips, like give me a scenario in which you need a tip in.
Let me see. That's a good question.
Well, I try to ask a few of them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so maybe there's like a group of women like at the bar or at a club, and they're
all right. So
maybe dancing in the corner or something.
Okay, stop right there.
How would you interject yourself into the situation?
I'm not. Remember the beautiful thing about this show is not telling you what to do. I'm teaching you how to think for yourself. So let's say you're brushing your teeth or you're taking a shower and you have that thought in your head. Well, when I go to the bar, there's going to be a bunch of women at the club. What do I do? Now let's break that down. What do you think you should do?
Just go over and talk to them, I guess.
No, absolutely not. Okay, here's the question. Who's the alpha female? Who's running the pack?
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? It's not okay. Listen, I understand you can go over there, but the problem is, and I've learned this in junior high school and stuff. And sometimes I've learned this in even elementary school. When I used to go to the skating rink, it's no different from elementary school to adulthood. When I used to go to the skating rink, I was kind of doing it wrong. I would see a group of girls that I'm a beeline and try to talk to one to go couple skate with, right? And my problem was I talked to the pretty ones, which y'all consider pretty. But when the ugly, fucked up ones got up and skated off, she was, oh, I gotta go. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to kind of learn that there are rules to this. So the rule is you got to watch how the pack moves. So I'll give you an example. What my mentor has showed me with packs of women. Okay, here you go. So here's the thing with packs of women. So you've got one, you got this one, and then you got these right here. All right. So first one I call the alpha. The second one's the lieutenant. Okay. So the alpha one is the one who has the most confidence. But please understand this. Most of the ones that run the herd are the most fucked up looking ones.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're all fucked up. Yeah, they're just fucked up. I mean, they just okay. The ones you want are here. These are the ones. See, the pretty ones have the most insecurities, but the big ones, the ugly ones are always putting them down. Yeah, it's crazy because everybody always wants to know. You know, when I go to a club and I try to talk to this girl, somebody gets up and then she's got to go. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? See, because you didn't do the one thing that I heard to learn to do, and that is pay homage to the alpha. She's the head of she's like the boss of the group. Now, the lieutenant who is next to the alpha is the one that's about to start her own pack. Now, what she does is she places the alpha female in the best position. Now this one, she could look for, money, status, ballers and all the other stuff, even though she's all fucked up. She's just a fucked up one. But what you got to do is you've got to go up to the one that you ain't trying to fuck with, because she thinks, even though she's the fucked up one and the ones that you like her back here, she thinks she's running shit. Well, she is running shit. But if you don't pay her homage, she's going to find that as disrespect. They're going to get up, walk away, and then everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. It's like, he's like, wait a second. I'm going to try to go, hey, what's going on? Wait, why are they leaving? What happened? What happened? She's like, oh, I got to go. Right. What happens is when you go to the pack, that's why you got to watch how they move first. And it doesn't matter if it's 5 women, 2 women, it's got to be more than one. There's always going to be one running. There's always going to be a leader and followers. And it doesn't mean because they're pretty, they're leading. It's just that the pretty ones are always the insecure ones. And it's always the ugly ones. It's always been beaten down, the pretty ones. It's like the same thing in there. It's always been like that in school and all this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Red, the last time I went skating was 1981 or 82, I think. But
damn.
Yeah, I know I'm always fuck anyway. But what I'm saying, I'll just answer the question. But what I'm saying is that what you got to do is when you go up to the group of women, when you know the alpha, you got to speak to her first. You got to, hey, ladies. And when you introduce yourself, you got to look at her and introduce yourself, because she is the gateway to getting in, to talking to the women. Because as long as she's standing still, you can make your move over to the ones you want to talk to, and then divide and conquer, move from the herd, just pull her away just a little bit, but don't take too long. Too many guys out here go right in at the beautiful ones and say, man, fuck that mud duck. Hey girl, what's going with you? And then the mud duck starts walking away, and then everybody's, wait, what the fuck happened? So, okay, so now we got that locked in. Okay, so now you know the rules of the women. So what's the next thing you want to do? So next thing you want to do, you tell me. So now you're saying, okay, now that you know how to go up to the group of women and you introduce yourself to all the women, right? You introduce yourself to all the ladies, okay? Now, there are 2 different kinds of introductions that I want you to make. I used to teach you this in, I think it was 90. I used to do this in like 98. I used to teach you this in, I think it was like 98. The thing is that you've got to understand the rule of the clubs and the bars. What people don't know is women are sizing you up by how you enter the bar. I don't care if it's a bar, a club, an event, or whatever. They're going to size you up by how you move. Okay, remember, the guys that go to the bar, liquid courage. The guys that go to the bathroom, nervous. The guys that go into the wall are the creepy ones. So they're all sizing them up. So what I want you guys to do when y'all get in these situations and these scenarios is when you walk in, I want you to go to the first group of women that you see. Now, real quick, let's tell you about the lieutenant. The lieutenant is the one that is always finding the best place for the alpha female to show herself. So if y'all watch people move around, most lieutenants are going to keep her close to the bar, close to the DJ, and probably close to the dance floor. That's how you can tell. What she's doing is she's learning from her, but at the same time, she's positioning her to be seen and trying to cover up all the pretty women. Because the thing about the ugly ones, they always hold the pretty girls down. It's always been like that. But anyway, so but you got to do that. You got to actually talk to women. And then when you go see those ladies, you go up to them. Now, again, let me ask you a question. Let's take away the group of women. Let's say it's 2 women and 3 guys. What's the move and what's the plan?
Okay. So there's 2 guys and how many?
No, there's 3 guys and 2 women. So there's 3 guys.
Okay.
So there's
3. Okay.
3, let's call it 3 cock blockers.
3 cock blockers.
And 2 women. And a partridge in a pear tree. So what do we do? What's the move?
All right. So
because you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. What I'm showing you is you got to be prepared for everything. But go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah. Okay. So you would probably have to try to maybe like introduce yourself to one of the guys.
Yes.
Yeah, try to probably talk to one of the guys, right? I would think.
Well, yeah, right, and this is part of the game. So what I would do, okay, so the rule of the vampire still holds, the invite is still holding. Now, again, this is nothing homosexual. This is just to get the invite. Now, remember, the 2 women that are hanging out with the 3 guys, they trust the guys that they're with. Now, those 3 guys, 2 of them are trying to fuck these women. They just can't. They just hanging out with them, doing everything they can, and they're blocking off any other guy that comes around. Okay, so let me show you. And I get the okay. So let's say they're 3 guys. All right, so you got 3 guys, and those are cock blockers, and you got 2 women. Okay, all right. So these guys are blocking off any guy. So what happens where a lot of guys go wrong, a lot of guys go beeline to the women, and then the cock blocker is gonna stop them. I'm sorry, man. She's dating somebody, or they'll grab her hand. Let's go. And listen, they're not dating them. They're just protecting them. These are women want to go out and have a good time, but they also want to feel secure. So what they'll do is they'll use suckers to go out to the club with them to make them feel good just for being out with them. And these guys will actually follow them. Okay. So I want you to understand. So let's say, let me show you this. Let's just do it like this. Hold on, watch this, guys. So let's say woman A and woman B. All right. So this guy is trying to fuck woman A. This guy is trying to fuck woman B. All right. So you got A. All right. So you got these 3 guys. So whoever goes up to B is going to get blocked by B. Who goes up to A is going to get blocked by A. Who goes up to A or B is going to get blocked by either one. So they're all going to block. Okay. So what we want to do in this scenario, again, we got to sit back. What we want to do is wait for one of these guys to go to the bar. Okay. Now wait for one to go to the bar. So let's say A goes to the bar. You want to beeline to the bar. Now watch this. Now watch this game. So, and I used to teach this like in the 90s. So this is the same thing. It doesn't fail. So when you see the guy at the bar, you want him to bring your virus not only back to the pack, but you want the invite, and you want to use him to get her to separate from the pack. Okay. There are 3 different levels to this. Okay. So what you want to do to this guy right here, if you see him at the bar, you go over and introduce yourself to him. Now, listen, gentlemen, this is not homophobic. You're not trying to pick the guy up. I'm just showing you how you get in with the cock blockers. What you do is talk to him. You want to give him information. All right. You want to lay him information. You want to talk about how the club is hidden. You want to talk about the women, and then you want to talk about the women the women that you've already targeted, or the women that you're messing with. That's your virus. You want to talk to him, hey, what's up, man? Oh man, dog, this, the club is hot, man. I just got done talking to this woman, and I'm gonna go talk to that woman. So you're layering your virus onto A. All right, your virus, right? But also what you're gonna do is say, you know what, hey, bartender, hey, look, man, what you drinking? Oh, You drinking a beer? Now remember, trust me, guys, it's a light investment. So you know what? You're drinking a beer. Hey, bartender, get my guy whatever he wants to drink. Hey, and let's say his name is David. Hey, David. Hey, David. Hey, man, it's nice meeting you. And if I see you around, I'll make sure I say hi. See what I'm saying? And then you just leave. And you just leave. You ain't picking him up. You just leave. Now, when David goes back to the crowd, goes back to the bar, he's already got your virus. He already knows why you're there. He knows you're talking to women, and he knows you're fucking around going to talk to other women. Okay? All right? All right? So let's say David, let's move A over. Let's say that's David, and let's move this to A. I'm going to show you how the club works. It's very easy. People don't even see how the game works in the club. So David comes back to the club with your virus. All right. So they're all hanging out. Now, what you do now with the club, if any of y'all know Club 101, I always tell you is to break the club up into 4 sections. Hold on, let me bring this back a little bit. So if any of you guys work the club, I always tell you to go into 4 sections. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Let's say David and everybody's here. Okay. In section number 4, right? You probably met him in the middle at the bar. Okay. Now what you do is you work your way around back to him. Now remember, you're not picking him up, but he is the one that's going to end. He's going to give you the invite in because he trusts you. He thinks you're a cool guy. I mean, he's a cool guy, man. He was nice to me. We talked a little bit. We laughed a little bit. The motherfucker got me my own drink and floated off, man. That's a cool guy, right? So when you come back around and you see David, what's David going to do? Because this is how people are, even as adults. When they figure somebody is cool to them, they want to be the ones to be able to introduce the cool people to everybody else to say, hey, I know a cool guy, right? So you're coming around the bar, David sees you, he's like, oh shit, hey, come on, hey man, hey guys, it's what's your number? 916, whatever. Hey, whatever your number is. I think it was 946.
954.
Oh, 954. He's gonna say, hey, 954, come over here. I want you to meet my friends, right? I want you to meet my friends. Hey, 954, this is A, this is B, this is this chick and that chick. Now you're already in the group, okay? You're already in. Now, this is where everything is going to work for you. Because once you're in, the 2 women are going to trust. Remember, the women are going to trust the judgment of the security. If David says you're cool, then hey, you're cool. All right, you know what I mean? But
let's just say hypothetically, right? Dave is actually fucking one of them chicks.
Well, the thing you'll notice is that's why you got to see if Dave is smashing one of these chicks, you'll know how his mannerisms are. He's going to handcuff, he's going to helicopter, he's going to bring her in to show everybody like peacock, like this is my girl and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So you'll know. You listen, if there are 3 guys and 2 women, one of them motherfuckers ain't fucking with him. If all, okay, if all. But once you come in at this point, now you talk to the A or to the B, right? So let's say you talk to the woman that's B. You put your bid in, tell her what's up, give her your number, and say, all right, David, I'm out. I'll see you later, right? Now, B is going to get mad at David because B has been the B guy. He's been trying to fuck that chick for months now. And then he's going to get mad at Dave. Dave, what the fuck you doing, dude? Why would you bring him over here? You know what I mean? He's going to get all fucking sensitive. Man, what the fuck, man? You know I've been trying to fuck. You know I've been trying to give Jill my cock for like fucking 5 months, man. What the fuck are you doing? You know, he's going to get mad, right? He's going to get mad, right? So watch how this works. David has got to save face because that's his boy, right? So David's like, hey, no, man. I got you, man. I got you. Let me go talk to OB here, all right? So David's gonna go over to B girl and guess what? Push the virus. Hey, you know that guy 954 that was coming in there? Yeah, he's a cool guy, but let me tell you about him. Hey, he's out there talking to women, and he's one of those players, and you got to be careful about him because not only is he talking to women, but he's going out and probably talking to women right now. What you think she's gonna do? You know what? Man, I can't believe that motherfucker. Now, some are going to do this. Some are going to leave you alone, but some are going to give you a piece of their mind. So what do you think B is going to do? B is going to go looking for you. So B is going to leave the whole crowd. So you want B to leave because she's pissed. Because she's like, oh man, I thought you were interested in me type shit, but you just here just to get some pussy or something. So she wants to give you like a piece of her mind. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that that's how you work that. Okay, so we got the group of women, we've got the guys and the women, right? So now, what is your sound checked club and bar that you go to? That's the next question.
Okay.
And you have to tell me what it is, but I'm saying, let me tell you why y'all don't have this. So one thing I always used to tell you when I was hunting, especially when I got back from Germany and I moved to Houston, I started hunting, but again, I learned the game. So every time I went to the bar, I would always have $60 with me. Why did I have $60 with me?
Like $60 in general, or like
60,
cash?
$60. Investing $60. Why would I have that?
Just for drinks or whatever else?
No, I don't drink. So no. It's position.
Okay.
Remember, everything in the game is position. I'm trying to knock two birds out with one stone. See, for me, my end game with that 60 is to make my 60 back when I get with an older woman or someone that's going to pay for my sexual services. But in order for me to get to that point, I've got to look for the players of the game that's going to give me access to the thing I'm trying to get access to. So I see the bouncer. I say, what's up? Slide him 20. I go to the bar. I get he knows me so much. My bitch ass drink. What is it? Orange juice, pineapple, and Sprite. I don't drink, so that's my bitch ass drink. But guess what I give him? Tip him a 20. The DJ, go over there, say what's up. Tip him 20. Okay. So now I'm doing two things at once. So when there's a crowd and there's a long line, and I walk up to the bouncer, you think I got to wait in line?
No.
Nah, already automatic access in. When a woman is sitting down and I go over there and start talking to her, what do you think the waiter's going to do? What drink do you think the waiter's going to give me without me saying anything?
And to bring you that Sprite.
He always going to bring you that bitch ass drink. Right, my bitch ass drink. Yeah, one was like, what the fuck? Because he just sat down and how the fuck he know what he ordered? He didn't even order anything. Or when you walk in the club and the DJ recognizes who's going to get the shout out. Right? Okay, but that's not the big thing. Those are the players of the game. There's a bigger fish in there that is greater than the bouncers, the DJ, and the bartender. Who do you think that is?
I would say like the manager, right?
The club owner.
The club owner.
Right.
Okay.
Because people don't understand when clubs are over, there's an after party. People think that, when the club is ending around 2:00, everybody goes home. And go to that house on the hill where all these rich 1%ers where a lot of shit goes down. Orgies, drinking, drugs. I've got to mention that it's in there. But what I'm saying is I'm trying to get access to him. But one thing I know is that the club owner, because he's kind of nerdy, he's always trying to hang out with what he considers the cool guy, the bouncer, the bartender, the DJ. And most times on Saturdays, they get a chance to go play basketball or shoot hoops or something, some kind of activity where he wants to connect with his employees type thing, right?
Right.
That's where I want to get into. It's like going to the country club, but I want to get into this because once I'm cool with him, I've got to end. Now, I don't need VIP or nothing like that. I want access to the 1%ers that are willing to spend money. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So I'm investing to get returns on investment. But I'm just saying that that's another level of game that you can do as well. I'm just showing you that's another level of game because once you can get to the after party after the club is over, that's where the orgies and the swinging, drinking and drugs, but you get connected with another level of people that you will never meet at the bar. Okay, I'll give you one more before I let you go. What about you're at the bar and a guy comes over and starts talking to you? What's the move?
What do you mean by that? Like just some random guy?
Just some random guy just start. Now, we're not talking the homosexual.
All right. I was just making sure.
Saying, no. I'm not saying.
Right.
I don't mean pick you up. He starts talking to you. What does that mean?
I have no idea. Just like talking to me out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Mm.
Okay, so let me explain how swinging goes.
Mm.
Rich couples come to our neighborhoods because that's where the hip clubs and stuff are at. Like people have money, like they don't have clubs and like bars like that where you have 1%ers. Like we're rich, like we're talking 6-figure, motherfuckers who have money where there's no bus lines, where you have to go through a gate to get in. Now they will come into your area right now. So wife and husband, wife sees you and says, you know what? I think I want to take him home. I mean, that's the guy I want to, like a cuckold situation, right?
Yeah.
But he's got to vet you first. That's the first vetting process. So if someone's talking to you and says, hey, why don't you come over here, have some drinks with me and my woman, right? So then you got to go, then you go over there. Then the next vetting process, level 2, is the two of them talking to you at the same time. If she's interested, she'll signal the husband. The husband will be like, okay, I'll be right back. Let me get us some more drinks. He'll go off. Then she vets you on a one-on-one. Then it is after the third level of vetting, when he sits down, she's going to give him the signal, say, yes, he's the guy, or no, he's not the guy. But yes, if you are the guy, they're going to say, hey, we got a room upstairs. We got a room around the corner, or let's get out of here and go back. So that could be a cuckold situation. Now, that too can get you into the gigolo lifestyle, the orgies, threesomes, and things like that. So there are so many things going on at the bars and clubs that people don't see, because all they do is they just walk in and just seeing people dancing and moving. So there's millions of things happening there. You just got to make sure. So now you see all that. I'm just giving you a few things, but now you go and talk to a woman. The question is, what do you want to say? What do you want to do? You know what I mean? What do you want to say to the woman, right? So that is the thing that you got to work on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm just saying, so remember, everything that we're teaching you here is something that you have to think about. It's the one thing you guys don't do. You just say, I want to go here. But why do you want to go there? And when you get there, what are you going to do when you get there? How are you going to move? Who are you going to talk to? Why are you going to talk to them? Where are you going to sit at? Where are you going to post up at? Where's the hot spot to go and things like that? These are all the things, but you can't take losers with you. And if you go to the club with any of your loser ass friends, make sure you drive by yourself. Because if you have game and you with guys who ain't getting no pussy, now some women will take you home. And some women will drive you home or, take you to their place or whatever. But you don't want to be with weak people, because women are going to judge you off of the people that you hang out anyway. I don't make the rules up. I don't make the rules up. I'm just saying that if they notice you're around goofy, insecure guys that are just looking and giggling and all that other stuff, they're not going to fuck with you, because they watch it. Women are always watching. You see what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that you want to go. Listen, this is how you should do it. When you hit that bar, you should break off with your boys. You shouldn't even see your boy. Like, you like, all right, man, I'll holler at y'all later. Just break, like roaches scattering. Hey, I'll run at you later on, but we're going to break. We breaking. Okay. You don't huddle. Don't huddle. Because if you huddle, a woman's going to notice negative things in you if you're huddling around your friends and shit. You're there to dance and have fun. You're not there just to sit and just watch ass and titties going by, because women are going to notice that. You want to break off, and you don't need a wingman, because a lot of people think that you need a wingman to go talk to women. Now, again, don't be afraid if there are two women. Introduce yourself. Watch, don't, not creepy. Watch how they move. Talk to both women. Introduce yourself to the alpha female first, and then let the other one know can have a word with you. And then you're just over here, just in the proximity where you're not taking around a corner or something like that. But let me just have a quick word with you, and then say what you need to say and go and keep moving. Okay. Where most guys go wrong is they try to talk to both women. They're trying to impress. They're trying to please. They're all nervous. They're scared. They have anxiety, and everything goes wrong. So just remember there are levels to all of this. Does that make any sense, sir?
Yeah, that makes like 300% sense.
Well,
for sure.
I try to make sense sometimes.
Yeah. No, you definitely gave me some insight because, like, I want to handle this a little bit more strategically now, you know?
Yeah,
so.
well, you got it. So now when you go to the club, listen, the first fucking thing, I don't give a fuck if it's 5 women, 10. You go to that, as soon as you get in the venue, walk over to those women. Hey, ladies, how you doing? My name is 954. Nice to meet you, ladies. And you point at her and say, you know what? When I get done dancing and walk around, I'm going to be looking for you in a little while. But hey, ladies, y'all take care. I'll see you later. Women are not going to know what you're talking about. But you're going to get separated because you'll probably be one of the only guys talking to women. Most guys just go in a club and get in and cuddle up with other guys, go to the bathroom or get a drink. Women are sizing you up by how you move there. From the moment you walk in, they notice you, and then they'll stop noticing you when you do the same thing that everybody else does. Okay?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just remember that, okay, buddy? But you got this, though. I mean, you got this. Just remember, you just got to ask yourself the questions that I asked you early on, and you'll be fine. Okay, big dog?
Yo, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna like watch the playback and
watch the playback.
Yeah, I'm gonna implement what you said tonight and get that shit cracking.
Yeah, get it cracking, and it's not as hard as it seems. It's just that. But then hold on, remember this is just the beginning. See, it's a thinking man's game. Then what do I do when we exchange information? Then what do I do? How do I lead her from that point of exchanging information to setting things up? So remember, I'm just giving you one point, but it's point after point that you have to have locked down. But the thing is, I always tell all you guys, I want you to be the letter A or the number 1. Never change what you do for somebody. That's your greatest mistake. That means you're allowing that person to have more power over you. Always do everything you do the exact same way. You don't have to adjust you. They are going to have to adjust themselves to you when you have game. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, definitely. It's like you said, right? Like you don't change who you are. Or
No. I'm having fun. Yeah, I don't care if this is a bar mitzvah or a wedding, whatever. You go in there, you start talking to those women and work the room. So you want to slice that room into 4 sections. That's all you want to do. And I'm going to hang out in this section over here and talk to these women. And move over to this section over here. Move to that section over there. And just work the room. Don't stay still. Have fun. Some women on the dance floor. Have fun. But don't get caught up in the highway, and don't get caught up just staring at women on the dance floor being creepy. And the highway is one thing you got to move off of. If you're going to get on the highway, I call it the club highway. If you're going to get on the club highway, get on and then get off. But I know you're probably saying, wait, what's the club highway? The club highway is like a herd mentality. Every club has it. It's that they're walking in a circular direction. You can't miss it. Every club has it. When you go to a club, you'll just see people walking, but they're walking in a unison to just keep moving around the club. And that's what I call the club highway.
Not really doing
right. Nothing. All they're doing is walking like a herd in a complete circle. So you don't want to get caught in that circle. You don't want to go into the club and just walk around on the highway. You want to get on the highway from section 1 to section 4 and then get off the highway. But you don't want to keep walking around in a circle. It's not conducive of what you need to do. But what you'll notice, you'll watch if you go to the club now, you'll see the highway. Every club has it. Every club has what I call the highway. People just walking in a circle for no fucking reason. Now, some will get off, but most of them, they're just walking. And it's mostly guys just walking and walking in a circle in that damn club. Okay. So just make sure you look out for that. Okay.
Yeah. 100%.
All right. Well, I'll throw you back in, big guy. Appreciate the call. Okay.
Hey, I appreciate the game, Steve. Thank you.
And let us know how it goes, okay? I think I'll be doing something tomorrow night. So let me know how that goes tomorrow night, okay?
Yeah, I got a busy night, so I'm definitely gonna watch the playback.
All right,
Put that shit
respect.
in there.
All right. I'll throw you back in, man. Great call. Thank you. All right, great call. All right, guys, lines are open. Let me grab this call quick. Area code 469. What's your name, sir? And what's your question? Area code 469 going once. Area code 469 going
Hello?
twice. Yes, sir. What is your name, sir? And what is your question?
Hi, Steve. Let me pause your video real quick. Sorry. Hey, long-time listener,
Okay, sir.
first-time caller.
I appreciate it. What's your
My
name?
name is John.
Okay, John. John, what's your question? How can I help you?
Yes, sir. So I just got out of a long-time relationship. I'm a 21-year-old man. Was dating a girl for about 2 years and find myself newly single. So I guess my question for you is, how do I fully commit total nigger death?
Well, the way you got to do it, John, and it's really, really easy and really simple, is you got to realize that your father failed you, buddy. Your father failed you, and
Right.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm
why
sorry.
are you a
I'm sorry.
nigger?
I'm sorry. Your father. Oh, what are you saying? I'm sorry. The woman.
He's a cupcake.
Oh, right. He
He's
is.
nothing but a
Thank you.
cupcake.
So anyway, thank you, girl. I love how you feel. I love girl. Yes, yes, and that's what's so great about this show. I'm sorry, girl. Thank you, girl. So, gentlemen, y'all have to understand that listen, everybody is not going to want you to be successful, and it's okay. There's a lot of people out here that are going to hate you for the color of your skin, gentlemen. There's a lot of people that are going to hate you for what you're learning today. So we just keep it moving, guys. It's okay. It's fine. We don't need to get mad. We don't need to get upset. Okay, that's just what the world is about. It's all good. But anyway, let us keep going and keep moving forward. Again, we can't listen. Don't give them power. Let them do what they want to do. He's already lost power, so it's all good. Anyway, as I was saying, for all you guys out there, got a question, please call them. We got you covered. But anyway, as I was saying, for many of you guys out there, that the world is always going to, gentlemen, consistently test who you are. Okay. And the thing is, gentlemen, when it comes to problems, when it comes to challenges that each and every one of you face, is that you have got, everything is learned, gentlemen. And that's the thing that we always want to say to all you guys. Everything out here is learned. We want, gentlemen, you guys, okay, you learned how to talk. You learned how to write. You learned how to drive. You learned how to ride a bicycle, but for some reason, when it comes to learning you, now watch, listen to what I'm saying. You learn certain things, but you didn't grow certain things. I think this is Chicago. 773, what's your name? What's your question, sir? What's up?
George, what's going on, Steve?
What's going on, George? What's up?
Real quick, I was trying to hit you on the back end because I was trying to grasp a couple things. So, could you check your Gmail or PayPal?
I will after the show. I will after the show, sir. I will. Yes.
I appreciate
Did
that.
you have a question, nobody?
No, I don't got no question right now. I'm just trying to grasp this thing.
Okay, I got you.
And you need to play. You need to play. You need to bring old girl out a little more, man.
What old girl?
That's all.
Oh yeah,
The
my
way you
singer. Yeah. I appreciate that.
All
yeah.
right. I
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it, Steve.
All right, respect to you. Respect. All right, guys. Yeah, appreciate that. But let us continue. Thank you. Guys, lines are open if you want to call in. I got a question. Please, gentlemen, put a Q. Oh, wait. I think there is a question here. Let me grab the question real quick before we continue. How would I know which is the alpha, which one looks the most confident looking at a woman? Bill, you're not listening. Bill, I just explained that shit. Most of the women, now not all, but most of them, you got to watch how they move, dog. It's all watching, dog. You just got to sit and move, okay? All right, Martin has a question. Excuse me, MW has a question. All the women that I encounter who are attractive, I see at the gym, what is the best way going about talking to them without spoiling the chance with us in there? Well, Martin, you're new here, so I welcome you with open arms and welcome you to the thing. What I want you to do is leave those women alone at the gym. Don't talk to them. Leave them alone. There are many women that look good that are outside of the gym. Do not talk to women at the gym. Go to the gym to do what it is you're supposed to do. Anything outside of that is disingenuous, dirty macking, and tricking your money. So don't talk to women at the gym, sir. Please find it in your heart to actually leave them alone and allow them to just work out, okay? But I appreciate the question, sir. Anyway, got a question for the queue, guys. I got y'all covered. All right, so listen to what I was saying to y'all guys out here. For many of you guys out there, as I said before, listen to what I'm saying. You learned how to write. That's an I do. You learned how to interact. That's an I do. Riding a bike, learning how to drive. You learn how to brush your teeth. You learn how to tie your shoes. All you've been doing all your life is learning things outside of yourself, but never, ever taking the time to learn who you are. You see what I'm saying? Sir, I don't know what you mean by girls are creep at the gym. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, as I'm saying, so what I'm saying to a lot of you guys out there, because you have learned so many things outside of yourself, you never take the time to learn who you are. And this is why there is anger. This is why there's frustration and anxiety, because each and every one of you guys are not learning these rules of success that we're talking about, versus the key moves that you've got to make and everything like that. What you have to trust is the one thing that you have never actually trusted, and that is you. But you are not a short-term strategy. You are a long-term, infinite thing that has layers. The more layers that you have in yourself, the more you're going to draw the woman in, because most guys out here, thank you, 74 likes, most guys out here are just average. And it doesn't make you a bad person to be average, but the more that you work on yourself. So gentlemen, understand, even when the path isn't clear, and even when there's fog, and even there are things covering you up, the thing is, you have to, as I was telling you before, believe in you that you can get through anything because of what you need to do. Okay. And that is believe in every move that you make. And that is why we talk about the square. I mean, we're the only ones that break the square down the way we break it down. Everybody has their own interpretation of the square. But, you know, we always show you the square and what it, because people always say, well, what does it mean, Steve, standing on your square? What does that mean? What does that mean? It's basically this. The square is based off this, what you see to the right. Square is always going to be based off of knowing your why, defending it, standing on it, and expressing it. And if you can do those things, you have a better shot of getting and achieving what you actually want to achieve. Because it's at that point that when one believes in himself, one can stand on his square and move. And that is a thing that draws women in. BG asked the question, when the path isn't clear, does the vision and the mission statement guide her? No. Sir, you guide yourself, buddy. It's not, sir, no. It's you guide yourself, sir. It's not visions and missions. Okay, BG, I'm gonna show you why you're just putting it on paper and you're just saying shit. You don't know who you are, you don't believe in yourself, and you put women above you. So what does the statement matter if all you do is worship women, sir? I'm just asking. It's no knock on you, okay? It's no knock on you. But anyway, as I was saying, for you guys out there, the next thing that you have to look for when it comes to success is that you have to set up the strategical and tactical placement of traps. Now, for a lot of you guys, you're thinking trap as in something bad. No, this trap is not bad. This trap is not manipulation. This trap is not deception. This trap is not lying to women, not beating on a bush or walking on eggshell, The thing is that when you are in the moment, gentlemen, you have to trigger your best thinking decisions at that point in time. Meaning that you have got to look at the tactical advantages that you'll actually have. By what? Doing the thing that the average guy cannot do, and that is telling a woman what to do, and that is directing her. But gentlemen, as I say, for all you guys out there, it's very important that I have an asterisk by what I'm saying here. If anything you're doing and you're making it because you want to sleep with a woman, it is not going to work. This is the beautiful thing about the game. It will never work if all you're trying to do is manipulate a woman out of her pants. If you are working on yourself, you will get more women by not making it about women and using the tactical positions that you have to show her the depth and range that you have. The more interesting you are to a woman, the more she's going to draw herself to you. The more you are interested in her, she is not going to want to mess with you because you are unfortunately like everybody else. And this is why it's important also in this strategy is actually adapt to things by being flexible. I've always told you air, sand, water. It is very important to adapt to her responses. Every woman is not going to respond to you the way you want. But here's the thing. Don't ever look or try to figure out what a woman is going to respond to you. Just wait for the response. Wait for the response. And when you then wait for the response, gentlemen, everything actually begins to change for you guys. See, the thing is, gentlemen, the problem is that you're not, okay, you have book smarts. And I think that is awesome. For all you guys, you have book smarts, okay? But when it comes to street game, you're very unintelligent, okay? Because the problem is you're too emotionally invested in the idea of being seen like somebody sexual to a woman. That is where the ignorance comes in at. You are too emotionally invested, and that's why you get hurt feelings. That's why you get upset. That's why you feel rejected, because you're using your unintelligent. Remember, I told you it's a thank you man's game, but you're not using that, gentleman, when you're going out there and meeting a woman, okay? See, the thing is, and this is why the mind is always the enemy, because it is your mind that is going to create everything you believe yourself to be. And that's why we always talk about most of y'all guys are looking out of the window. You can believe anything you want to believe, but you can't hide who you are to a woman. Listen to what I'm saying. You can believe anything you want to believe, and you can act that part, you can dress that part, and you can lift weights for that part. But the woman is going to look beyond what she sees. Remember, sight beyond sight. She's going to go beyond the interpretation that you have for yourself. And that's one of the worst things that you can actually do. Because, see, the thing is, in the game, okay, there's two kinds of people that search. There are those that search for sex, and then there are those that search for themselves. And for anybody searching for sex in women, you always notice those are the ones not only who don't get women, but who are very frustrated. This is where the incels come in, the red pill, the manosphere, and all those individuals, because they're always searching for something outside of themselves. Okay. And they are always looking for this thing called instant gratification, gentlemen. Let's talk on that, guys. Let's talk on that for a second. So again, I don't want to give you my poor me story. I had to go up the hill both ways to get to school and everything. But what was so great about our time before the internet is that there was no instant gratification. You guys can go on your, okay, so if you look at your shitty ass iPhones, because I know y'all don't have the Galaxy, the Samsung Galaxy. But what I'm saying to y'all guys, if you look at that shitty iPhone is a camera, a video camera, a library. It is a menu for food. It's a map. It's everything in the palm of your hand. You got all the power in your hand. So if you want to know how to go somewhere, you hit a button, instant gratification. If you want to take a photo, hit the button, instant gratification. Hit another button, download it. I mean, it's like that. So now, again, this is not me telling you the poor me stories, but I want y'all to understand why it is those who are outside of the bubble of the internet have more understanding of the world that you guys are living in the bubble, is because outside the bubble, if we wanted to take a photo, we'd have to take a photo, take the film out, go to the photo store, deliver it in there, drop it off, and before 1 hour photo, even before 1 hour photo, it'd probably take a week to get your pictures back. If you were doing a class, a study or something, we would have to ride our bikes to this weird thing called a library. Had to go in there and pull out this drawer, look up and see if the book is there, and then we have to go search it like Jacques Cousteau and all this other stuff. And I'm just being honest with you. So if we wanted to look for something, we had to get this thing called a map, a book, and we had to look through the map and search. So we learned patience where most of you guys have not learned patience, because whatever you want, you can get it so fast and so quickly, which has taught you guys instant gratification. When did you learn about your film room, and does one ever master it? No, boxing, absolutely. So what I learned, I guess it was around 10 or 11. I learned that the only way that I can make and evolve is to actually take a moment every day to go over my day, to think about what I did right versus what I did wrong. So then, just like the film room, I just studied me. That's it. I didn't study the woman and the interaction. I only studied what I was doing. I never studied what the woman was doing. I just studied me. But I would see where I need to make the adjustments. As I told you before, once you lock the film room down, it's not the I always tell you, the thing that doesn't bother me is not the ones that say no. The ones that bother me are the ones that say yes. The no's, I don't, the no's are like, learning experiences. But when they say yes, I'm really fucking pissed, because I'm like, damn, dude, I could have done it better. Like, if it took me 10 moves to get her, why the fuck couldn't I do that in 7? You know what I mean? That's how the film room was going to show you. It's not, you go up to a woman, you start talking to her, she says, I'm not interested. You don't even think about that. But you go up to a woman, you start talking to her, she's like, oh, yeah, I'd love to go out with you. Let me get your numbers, da-da-da-da-da. And you walk away and you're like, man, motherfucker. I mean, most guys would be like, yes, but the film room is going to make you mad, because the beautiful thing about the film room, it is always going to force you to chase the ghost. You'll never catch it, but you'll always chase it. And that is the best version of who you are, because you'll never grab or reach that version of who you are. You are the best version of who you are today. But even at my best, it's not the losses that bother you. It should be the wins, because you should be so fucking arrogant. You're like, motherfucker, man, I got her in 11 moves. Why the fuck can I do it in 6? I got her in 13 moves or 20 moves. Why didn't I do it in 10 or 5? What the fuck did I do wrong? Where did I go wrong? So you don't pat yourself on the back, because that way you'll get complacent. You put more pressure on yourself, because remember, with the gambling addiction of betting on me, I do bet on me, but when I win, I lose. When I win, I lose, because to me, it's like, I should have been better at this. Like, okay, it takes her, I don't know, 2 or 3 days to start playing with her pussy, right? I'm saying to myself, like, every woman's different. I'm saying, just like in that scenario, I'm saying, why didn't I get her to do that like day 1? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just, what's great about the freedom of boxing is that you're never satisfied. The moment you become satisfied with victories is when you become complacent. But when you are harder on yourself, I mean, if you think about it, think about teams in football, because football is right around the corner. Think about teams that win. Do you see how the coaches talk to them motherfuckers even in victory, man? Y'all fucked up. Y'all, look, okay, yeah, we got to win, but look at what the fuck you did here, here, and here. So it's actually pushing you to be better and not be complacent. So that's what's so great about the film room boxing. You never beat yourself up over a woman saying, no, I have a boyfriend. You beat yourself up when they say, yes, I'm going to call you and I want to talk to you, and they reach out to you and you're like, man, it's some bullshit. I mean, just like, seriously, it's fucking, man, I tell you, I hate that shit, but I love it so much because I'm always chasing it, and it always keeps you on your toes. It gives you a greater thrill of hunt, and it forces you to work hard, because every time you move up, there is a new level of expectations that you need to reach to keep going up and up and up. So it's always moving up and forward and everything like that for a lot of you guys. So that is boxing is actually for the first time being more, okay, think about us. We are interested in certain kinds of clothes. We are interested in certain kinds of telephones. We are interested in certain kind of clothes, certain types of furniture, certain types of food. Boxing for all you, we all have interest in those things. But when are you going to take a moment to be interested in understanding you? See, it's funny how we're interested in all these goods and services and all these things outside of ourselves, but we put ourselves on the back burner, and then we ask ourselves, why is it that women aren't interested in us? Well, how can she be interested in you when you don't even take interest in your own self? Think about that, gentlemen. Most of you guys never take a time or the moment to actually understand yourself and ask who you are and why I am, okay? Because if you do not grab hold of that wild ass horse called your mindset, your mind is going to fuck you over. Ego is the enemy. It will always be the enemy. He is, for you, I gotta say, you Bible aficionados, he's the Antichrist. For all you other guys who are not religious, he is a snake oil salesman, and he will do anything and say anything to destroy your self-image and your self-worth, while patting you on the back and trying to tell you I'm your best friend. So it's very important to actually do that, okay? So as I say, for all you guys out there, when it comes to this type of development, okay, remember, you just got to understand what camp are you in, and it's just you being honest. Am I in the camp of want to learn the outside world? I want to learn women. I want to learn how women move. I want to learn how to do this. I want to listen. Learning is not bad. Wait, let me say that, because I don't want y'all to think that I'm talking bad about education is good, but we're not talking about book smarts. If you're studying, if you're in school, that's great. Get your education, get all those things. That has nothing to do with yourself in the motherfucking game. That is what you do. That's education. That is not who you are. Okay. So what I'm saying to all of you young men out there, that's very important, is it is time to leave the camp of looking outside of yourself to be able to define yourself. See, what many of you guys do is you define yourself by your degree. You define yourself by your wallet. You define yourself by your clothes, by your hair, by your skin, by your weight. And all you do all day is beat yourselves up and allow the mind to say, keep trying to build up, keep working on that camp. We don't want you to go there. We want to say there, listen, you have to kill the ego. You've got to kill it. Okay. Because the thing is, in the camp that I want you guys to be in at the end of the day is the one to understand what you are to yourselves, okay? See, most of you guys out there, you know he's there, but you never observe why he's there, okay? And most of you guys just allow him to stay there like a squatter in your life, telling you how to think and how to move and how to be and how to behave and things like that. But what I'm saying to all you guys out here is that what is so important is that the mindset and the mentality that we have to have, especially, and this comes to dating, all of this connects to dating, because this is the difference between a woman being intrigued by you. Think of a door, and just be honest. I don't want you guys to answer this question. I want you to think on this. If a woman opened your door, what is she going to see? Is she going to see a wall or a hallway closet? And for many of you guys, I will say a hallway closet, because your education is a thing that you guys stand on. But that's not the thing they're looking at. They need a motherfucker that has depth and range to a point when she opens the first door of you, there's a million doors behind that door that says, wow, who the fuck is this? Because this person doesn't move off of emotions. This person is mentally stable, he's mentally driven, and he moves totally different. And what makes him him, and I want to see what actually makes that person him. And I think with as many of you guys out here who don't understand, okay, is that most of you guys to be able to get the success and to actually understand the game, gentlemen, is learning the game and actually learning how you can free yourself from yourself. You see, the game, what is so beautiful about it, it frees you from beating yourself down. It frees you from self-doubt. It frees you from making complicated questions or trying to ask yourself complicated questions through easy answers. It is the hallmark of simplicity when you realize how beautiful and how simple you are to yourself. But right now, for many of you guys right now, the way you're thinking right now, you are the sum of your thoughts and unfortunately your emotions. And it's not your emotions. It's the emotional label. So let's check that out. I want y'all to write that down. It is okay to have a thought, and it is okay to have emotions. But when you have a thought, now here's where we go right and then you go left. Your thoughts are labeled from emotional experiences that put and label the thought. So that means that every belief, every idea, every identity that you have, and every situation that you're in is why you are here right now. But the question is, what are you going to do while you're here right now is the $1 million question, gentlemen. See, gentlemen, listen, it is okay to believe in yourself. It is okay to have ideas. It's okay to create your identity. It is okay to have the emotion of loving all those parts of you. That doesn't make you a bad person. It's realities, okay? Hey guys, you know I love going to the board. Like, let me go to the board to show y'all. Guys, get your crayons out. I want to show you this. It always comes down to reality. So let's go ahead and get into that. So what I'm saying is basically this. This is all I'm saying. All right. It's this simple. This is where the problem is. This is where y'all live. This is where you live right here. So what I'm saying is, it is okay to have and live in your reality. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to do. it is okay to have your realities and believe and learn yourself. That's what the success and what the game is all about. It's when, let's say man, let's put the M for the man and give the woman the red for the W. Oh, shit. Excuse me. Let's put the W for the woman. Okay, so this is the problem. The problem is that when you interact or your reality comes into contact with her reality, the moment your realities come into play with each other, this is where you lose because you're not moving off of emotions. You are becoming emotional. I hope you guys understand that, okay? Hagen, you say, where are we supposed to live? What do you mean, Hagen? Hagen, I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Call in and Hagen, I don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by that, sir? But listen to what I'm saying, guys. All y'all guys listening. This is why most of you guys are having the greatest issues and the greatest problems. For a lot of you guys, you don't even know who you are in your reality. But what you always begin to do is allow a woman to define your reality. Hagen, what's up, brother? How can I help you, buddy? What was your question? I didn't understand your question.
Yo, yeah, I think it was because I was a few minutes behind. But you drew the Venn diagram and you said that we live in like the between part, like between where the two circles are overlapped.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that your reality, this is where the femininity and the emotions come in because you're living in her world, in her reality. Because she's making you feel, because she's making you feel something. See, when you meet a woman and you become emotional, anxiety, when you have fears, rejection, and you worry and all that, you are in her world. Now, as a man, when you have game, it totally changes because when a woman meets a man, she becomes a part of his world where she begins to have the butterflies and all those things because of the leadership and the way the man is moving. That's how your world should be. This is how your world should be with every woman that you interact with. But so many guys, Hagen, because they don't see themselves as being the guy, they run into a woman and then they have the problems that you see right here, if that makes any sense, sir.
I see. Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to clarify on that, just so I understand.
All right, I'll continue. Go ahead and hang up, buddy. But what I'm saying, all right, thank you, Hagen. So what I'm saying is that, as I said before, your thoughts and beliefs are okay, gentlemen. It's that when you label your thought whatever with an emotional feeling, it will always be an imbalance of your nature, not female nature and all that bullshit that these guys came up with. I'm talking about your nature. Let me see this question right here. He says, back then, how do you guys learn how to get around and travel around the city? Remember your house is easy, man, because we were kids. We always adventured. We would get on our bikes and go as far as we possibly could. We would go for miles and miles. We would ride our bikes and we just had to be home before the lights came on. That's all. The thing is, it just didn't matter when we got home. As long as we got home when the lights came on, we're fine. Because when the lights came on, you wasn't home, you getting your ass whipped. That's just a straight up ass whipping. I mean, straight up ass whipping from your parents. Let's see here. Let me grab this call right here. Area code 206, sir. What's your name? What's your question, sir? 206 going once, 206 going twice. What is your name, sir? What's your question?
Orlando. My name's Orlando.
Yes, sir, Orlando. What's your question, sir?
Hi. So I've been in a relationship for going on 2 years now, and I got her pregnant. And I know I should have like a 1-strike rule, but I gave her 2 strikes, and now I'm debating whether I should even stick that out because,
Sir, what you need to do is Monday, Are you off Monday?
I have no clue.
Well, you need to go to family court instead of child support.
Okay.
That you got to take care of your son or daughter. That's your responsibility now.
Right.
And
Exactly.
but you have to understand that there are going to be other men in your children's lives. You have no power over who she brings in your son and daughter's life. Just understand that.
I realize
okay?
that.
Right. So, but what's your question? How can I help you?
That was my question. I was trying to like make sure that like I wasn't like being selfish or nothing about my
Well,
son.
I guess it wasn't being selfish, buddy. What you were doing was you wasn't being responsible. You fucked the ain't shit woman and got her pregnant. So that shows and it's not the woman's fault. It just shows the lack
It's
of
my
game.
fault. I
Right?
know.
Yes, sir. So I'm just saying that I would just actually just take care. How many months pregnant is she?
Oh no, my son's 7 months now.
Okay. Did you take a DNA test to make sure he's yours?
No, not yet.
Okay, so this is step by step. Before you go to family court, swab test, take a DNA just to make sure it's yours. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it isn't.
Exactly.
But make sure it's yours. And once you know it's yours, you have got to go in to family court and start setting up child support, which you're 7 months behind on payments right now. And I don't want to see anything happen to you go to jail. You just got to be responsible, okay? You just got to, now it's time for you to be responsible. But first, you can do a quick swab, you know what I mean? And make sure it's yours. You have every right to make sure, right? So make sure it's yours. And then once you know it is your seed, then what you need to do is several things. You go to family court, number one, but then number two, on top of paying the child support, what I would recommend is you putting away $20 or $30 from every check into its own little fund for your child when they become of age. So when they get old enough, they'll have a car and certain things. I mean, I want you to think, okay, 7 months is now, but if you put away $20 a month, multiply that by 17 years or 16 years, your son or daughter you should be able to fund them with a car and things like that, and just prepare them for school and college where they have money saved up from you. I would just say do that, or not. It's your call, but I'm just saying. But first, what I would definitely
that's something I was thinking about years before I even had kids.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, but first, just do a DNA. Just do that and make sure it's yours, and then after that, if it is yours, definitely take care of your responsibility, because I don't want to see you go to jail and get your wages garnished and all that other stuff, okay?
Exactly. Thank you, Steve.
All right, respect to you, man. Appreciate the call, man. Respect. All right. Guys, let us continue. I've got a question right here. Let's get it. You never had game, sir. You either have it or you don't. You never lost a guy, big dog. JT, you never had it. He said I was blue pill after finding you. I became red pill. Now I'm on the right track. How do I know to looks max and all this other stuff? Yeah, gentlemen, I ask all you guys out there, for all my moderators, please. I don't want to take your wrenches from you, but please let go of people that are actually disrupting the classroom. Okay? No. Look, boxing. I expect you to do better. All of you, get rid of these. Listen. You're going to have people that's going to try to stop you guys from learning. So guys that have wrenches, it is your responsibility to make sure you get rid of disrespectful people that you know are not here to learn. Get them motherfuckers out, okay? Because I don't want to take your wrenches. I'm looking to you to make sure that we get the negativity, the drama, and the riffraff out, okay? That's what we're saying. We gotta do better, okay? But anyway, as I was saying, guys, lines are open. You got a question, please put a Q. But I was saying before, for many of you guys out there, we're talking about your beliefs, your ideas, and identities, inadequacies, and everything like that. But the thing is for many of you guys out there, most of you guys don't want to look at what you are, because sometimes we look at what we are and we hate to see what we see in the mirror. And that is because it's the power of how we think about ourselves in certain scenarios and how we put ourselves down and how we actually feel about ourselves. So most of y'all guys live in this world right here, and this is why many people have issues and many people have problems when it comes to dating women, because many of these guys out here, even the dreaded red pill and manosphere guys, this is why they will never ever win with women. And this is why, because women don't want to see, feminine guys. Women don't like feminine boys. So what I'm saying is that for a lot of you guys have a hard time of accepting, and that's what I'm saying. Well, one thing y'all will learn, okay, is that you can see people who can't accept the information by how disruptive they are with the class. Remember, guys, there's game in everything. And we want y'all to see how it works, because you got to be able to see it for yourselves. When you see what I'm showing you and somebody comes in here disrupting the class, calling in to disrupt it, then that's hitting their pussy in such a way that they feel like, damn, he's talking about me, so I've got to do something to throw him off the scent so he can stop talking about me. Do y'all see that, gentlemen? This is why we keep trying to tell you how deep game is. Game is in everything, but it always can show you what people are by the spotlight that we're putting on that. You know what I mean? So just remember that when you see guys come in here who we will escort, or guys that call in, just remember that unlike you guys listening, they have a hard time accepting it, because accepting what is being said is saying that you're the fuck up and you're the problem. And a lot of these guys cannot handle that. That's why those red pill guys that, come in here from time to time will what? They always think women are the problem. Women are the issue, because they never want to take the time to see that it is their thinking that will always hold them back from success. But here is the thing. See, here is the problem. Think this. Let's get your crayons out, guys. We got you. I got you on this. Let me try to explain where the problem is, and based off of what I just showed you right here, I'll show you. This is the problem. This is always going to be the ultimate problem. This is the number one problem for many guys. This is why you're the same person since January. This is why reading the books on self-help and all that stuff doesn't work. This is why watching a YouTube or whatever, it doesn't matter, gentlemen. This doesn't matter. As long as you're this right here, gentlemen, it doesn't matter, because let me explain something. If you're moving off of your emotions, and it doesn't make you a bad person, gentlemen, okay? Listen to me. This doesn't make you a bad person, but we've got to face the elephant in the room. Your mind is fucking you over by saying to you, the only way you can understand you is by using your mind. Now listen, because most of y'all guys say, well, Steve, this is a mindset show. Aren't we supposed to use our mind? Yes, you're supposed to use your mind, but you're not using your mind. You're using all the elements from the outside of you that makes you think that you're actually using your mind. Okay, let me give you all an example. We get deep here. Look at what I'm saying. A lot of young men have come here, and I've had tons of them who come from the red pill and the manosphere, and this doesn't make you bad or anything like that, gentlemen. But the problem is you'll never get the success right here, because you're using your mind, your level of thinking. And what is your level of thinking? Your level of thinking is that you remember whatever you attach to your beliefs, your ideas, your identities and things. I'm not good enough. I'm too short. I'm too ugly. I'm not beautiful. I've got to get my money up, my clothes, my status. Like I don't jerk off and all these other things, right? So the mindset that you have, gentlemen, is why you become so confused and why things seem like they're harder than what they actually are, because you're trying to change your mindset yourself, and you can't change you by yourself. It just doesn't work. Not only time you can see that is in the movies. It works very well in the movies. How do I identify beyond my thoughts? Well, this is where the game comes in at. Gentlemen, this is, I always love to give you something simplistic. You didn't go in the first grade. I guess first grade. I don't think it was kindergarten, but I just say right. You didn't go in the first grade knowing how to count. You didn't go in the first grade learning numbers from 1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. You had to go into an environment where you had somebody know more than you to bring you up to the level past what you know, to be able to learn what? Numbers, learn alphabet letters, learning how to learn after letters, it was the phonics, and learning how to put two words together, two letters together to create a word, right? And then put words together to create a sentence. And then you had to learn punctuation, and then you had to learn paragraphs. So you didn't know it, you had to be taught it. And it's always been like that. It's never ever been you walk in the classroom like, yeah, I know how to count, add, subtract. So what the fuck the teacher be like, what the fuck am I doing here then? Because what the teacher does is that the teacher will always teach, okay? But the thing is that too many of you guys, you're looking for complexity versus looking at simplicity, okay? But most of you guys do not want to embrace simplicity because you feel all your life, especially if the red pill, you've been hearing about the complexities of women and what they want. Oh, she doesn't want 50-50. And all these women out here are mean, and all these women want this, and all these women want that. And all you've been doing is looking at, all you've been looking at are complexities to how do I fill in the blank? How do I talk to her? How do I get her interested in me? How do I have to date her? What do I do on the date? What do I do on the date? So you've been creating a complex world in your mind where the game is simplistic. It is as simplistic as you learning how to drive your car, ride a bicycle, turn on a light, and open a door. But you cannot fathom it's that easy. It has to be difficult because in my mind, I think it's difficult. But you have got to learn how to accept the simplicities. And this is part of the successes when it comes to dating, because I don't think most of you have to understand. You have got to go past that point. You've got to transcend past the level of your thinking by having a mentor that can get you past that level. Because if you want to do it yourself, think about it. It's not working. It's already 8 months. I always say 8 months and 10 days. I always add that extra day for the January 31st. But what I'm saying is that you've got to alter the state of how you interpret everything. And that's something that most people don't do, okay? So if you look at it, so think about this. Okay, so I want y'all to think about this. Okay, for those that do recreational things outside of themselves, like drinking or drugs, sometimes drugs can or have been used to alter the state of your consciousness, okay? It alters it, okay? And some people use that to change the state of their mentality and their mind versus they just want to get away from, you know what I mean? They just, what they call is getting high. It is getting high off of a substance outside of you. This is not judging, guys, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. Sir, sir, just Top Dog, just send a message to the Man Mindset at gmail.com, boxing, you put it in there. But let me get back to what I was saying. So for many of you guys out there, that is called getting drunk or getting high. And I get that. What happens for that? What happens is that sometimes we don't like our life. And sometimes we want to, quote unquote, get away from the mindset that we have of ourselves by partaking in certain things outside of ourselves. You know what I'm talking about, right? But what I'm saying, hey guys, y'all know I ain't judging y'all. I am not judging y'all at all. But what I'm saying to many of you guys out here is that this is the beautiful thing about the game. The game is the drug that can actually take you outside of something that a regular drug can do. Because this allows you to have actually a deeper question, a deeper question. Well, Jay, it's no knock. I'm not. If you guys do that, that's fine. That's fine. But what we're saying to you here, and it's fine if you do it. Nobody's judging you for doing that. I'm just saying to reach the ultimate level of success for you, or whatever you want to call success to you, we cannot look to anything outside of ourselves, because the moment we look to anything outside of ourselves, we then become hooked on that thing, because that thing allows us to have kind of a cheat code. But what goes up usually comes down outside of yourself. The only thing that stays up is your mentality as a man, because you never go down. But you can get a high and the high comes down, or you can get drunk and that comes down. But what I'm saying to you guys, you have to be able as a man to get these successes as far as dating and relationships go, is that you have to be able to turn towards who you are as a person. And when you can focus yourself on yourself and understanding who you are, then you do the weirdest thing. You turn to your true self and not the interpretation of yourself. And the beautiful thing about it is you are not only surrendering to the new you, but you're also strengthening the new you as well. Thank you, 106 likes. Appreciate you. But as I was saying before, is that and this is why women love men, because they can see that we are our own source of happiness. Because in order to find what people call happiness, one must leave the mind alone, okay? Because the mind, remember, is just stored information until you clean it out. And this is what we always say for you guys out there. You must be able to clean out the mind and the mentality. And if you can't clean out the mind and mentality, you're always going to have the issues and problems that you're having right now, which is also important of that. This is why that, as I tell you about position, but also you must study your mentor. You must always study the master. The master is the most important thing, okay? The master is not what you want to achieve to be, but you always want to surpass the master. And it can be done. But also the thing is that the challenges are going to be in front of you and a lot of setbacks, because learning who you are is going to be a challenge, and learning who you're not is going to be a setback. But you must do the thing. And I told you, I even say in the facilities, the greatest problem of a king is what? Sacrifice. Sacrifice is the greatest thing. And that means you have got to sacrifice who you are today to learn the new you tomorrow. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q. Guys, we're not going to be on too long and everything like that, because The games are about to come on and stuff like that. But if you got questions, put a queue. Lines are open and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that 3 a.m. Listen, hold on, wait. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I appreciate the statement, but please understand I'm not trying to beat you up or be mean to you. But this is why you're never going to be a motherfucking man. And this is why you're always going to no, I got you before you even ask the question. I got you. Listen to me. 3 a.m. You know what's so beautiful about the game? The thing about the game shows you what you are, what you can be, and it shows you what you're not. Write that down. The game can show you what you are. The game can show you what you can be, and the game can show you that you're not. And what I'm saying to you is that if I were you, I wouldn't even worry about it. You're not built for this. You're not built to be a man. And this is no knock on you because you're asking a great question, but the answer is in the statement. Your statement shows that you're not built for this. And see, the thing is, and the reason I know this because I know what a 9-year-old did versus however old you are. And the thing is that if you feel like it's going to take forever, don't do it because I'm telling you, you're wasting your time because everybody can't be a man. And this is not for you. You're not built to be a man. You're not. You're built to be emotional, lazy, shiftless, and be what you are. But one thing I say, because it's all respect to you, 3 a.m., is that you have no right to ask for a woman to submit to you, to serve you, to respect you, and to be loyal to you when you are not those things to yourself. So don't expect to have, because here's the good news. You're going to meet women. I will never say you won't, but they will never be loyal to you. They'll never submit to you, and they'll never respect you because they know you don't do those things to yourself. Because look at the statements that you make. The statements that you're making is showing you, okay? So I'm just letting you see that. But anyway, guys, like I told you, just remember that. It's not the case. It's very simple. Each time I tell you, it's very simplistic, gentlemen. Thank you, 111 likes. As I say, it's very simplistic. I'm not trying to complicate this. But for many people, they want, as I told you before, they look at like long and boring. Man, this is a great, man, guys, when y'all get the game, it's such a great ride. It's such a great ride. Because right now, most of you guys are broken up into your conscious and subconscious and stuff like that. Okay. So before I kick you out, I'll answer your question. Before I kick you out, I'll answer your question, but I'm about to remove you. So, gentlemen, matter of fact, I'm not going to even answer. Gentlemen, what do you want to say to this guy right here before we kick him out? Because I want to show you something. Gentlemen, what would you like to say to this gentleman right here? I watch. I'll let them tell you something that you don't know, and this is why this isn't for you. But thank you, Gil. But I'll let the guys tell you, gentlemen. What do you want to say to this young man on this question? I'll sit back and let them do it. I'll sit back and let them tell you. Go ahead, gentlemen. Go ahead and talk to him before I kick him out because I want you to see why this isn't for you. But gentlemen, anybody? Thank you. Anybody else want to say anything to this gentleman right here? And if I was you, dog, don't waste your time here. This isn't for you. This isn't for you. You are wasting your time. You need to go back to the manosphere or red pill. You're just not built for this. This is not for you. But I don't think, and thank you, Ghost Outside. Yeah, and I hope you learn this. But hopefully, the next place that you go, sir, that you go to actually want to learn and not worry about what the master is doing. So, with that being said, we wish you the best of luck in your endeavors. Please take care of yourself. So, anyway, let us keep going. Okay. So, as I'm saying for all you guys out there, gentlemen, that shows. Remember, the thing that I need y'all to focus on is yourselves. And if you're focusing on anything other than yourselves in here, this is not for you. I've always told you that this isn't for people that focus on things outside themselves. We want you guys to be locked in and learn how to move. And if you can learn and lock in, guys, y'all are going to be fine with this. Y'all going to get this down, but this is not for everybody. It's not. But as I said before, for many of you guys out there, is that we want to get you guys to go beyond what it is you think about yourself to be able to get the successes. Okay. See, many of you guys think the successes, unfortunately, is based upon what the commercials give you, the ads, work outside of yourself. You see what I'm saying? Be happy with your self-destructive behaviors because you're uncontrollable, and it's just, no, it doesn't work that way. It never works that way, okay? And at the end of the day, gentlemen, this is how you guys can win, and this is how you can learn. And as long as you are following some of these things as successes, especially your sacrifice and all this other stuff, you'll get this thing down. It'll never put you in a bad way. You see what I'm saying? Let's see here. Let's see. Let's get this question. Let's see here. How to make the most of these few weeks of summer we have left? Well, trick 44, you're not going to make it. You're not doing anything to make anything of yourself, but just sitting around and being lazy. It's crazy how we are tailing off to the summer, and many people are not actually doing anything or working themselves to learn this game. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And what I'm saying to all of you out here is that the more you start to learn this game and understand that the game will always teach you patience, it will teach you to focus, and it will teach you to realize even if you make a mistake, the game is not over. You're going to make plenty of mistakes, guys. It's okay. It's just how you feel about the mistakes that you make. Oh man, I should have said that to her. That's cool. Don't beat yourself up. I met someone, man, I should have said this. I should have said that. Gentlemen, you guys got this. Listen, gentlemen, I am not about to motivate you motherfuckers. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you, I know you got this. I know you got this. Because most you guys, when you start to interpret yourself, you're going to start talking. No longer you're going to talk into the I'm not, or I can't, or I'm not able to, and things like that. Growing is making mistakes and stumbling and falling down and things like this. But here is the beautiful thing that most people don't tell you. If you're comfortable, that's the problem. That's the mind making sure you don't grow. We've got to turn around and we've got to go towards the current. Oh, I want to show y'all something. I forgot to show you. Oh, I want to show y'all something real quick. You remember I told you when a man gives a woman something and she cherishes it? Gentlemen, I'm going to Nostradamus this thing for you guys. Because I know one day you're going to get this game down, right? And one day you're going to give something to a woman. It could be a flower, a trinket, or something to a woman. And then what we want to do is fast forward 10 years from that point of you giving that. And I want to show you what your life is going to be like. You got to see this, gentlemen. Oh, it's so funny. But this is what your life is going to be like. Look at this, guys. I wanted to show this. I want to show you this real quick. Check this out, guys. This is what your life's going to be like. Watch this.
10 years and you still holding on to something he got you 10 years ago.
It's not that deep. The thing that's pissing me is a necklace. The thing that's pissing me off is it's not clicking for you. If you don't like it, then replace it because I like it, so I'm keeping it until I get something else.
For me, if you stuck on stupid and keeping something this man got you.
Get out of your feelings.
Don't worry about it. We getting rid of it. I don't care what you say.
Who getting rid of it?
We are.
You've lost your ever-loving mind. At this point, you know what? We need to talk to somebody else because whatever it is, it's not clicking for you. And the fact that you stuck in this mindset, stuck on stupid.
We can ask somebody else. If you want, we can make a couple.
Say less. Ask another couple.
Okay.
I told you. See that, gentlemen? So I'm telling y'all guys, and I know it looks funny, but gentlemen, when y'all get this game down, That's going to be your life. You're going to give something to a woman and she ain't letting that motherfucker go. I forgot to tell you about that, man. That's the life, man. I tell y'all guys, that is going to be your lives, gentlemen. Okay. See, the thing is that we've got to understand that most of you guys out here have, okay, so your issues and your problems right now are like a stranger coming to your home and sitting on your couch and putting his feet up. And for most of you guys, you don't realize you feel comfortable with that stranger. Fear. His name can be anxiety. His name can be excuses. His name can be whatever his name is, because there is somebody living in your house right now here. Okay? All right? And for many of you guys, you just wish that that person can leave you alone. But in reality, they're going to continue to linger around you. They're going to be in your place. They're going to eat your fucking cookies and your food, your snacks and everything. Okay? And you just want to get rid of those things. Okay? But here's the problem. And I know a lot of you guys wonder, well, why is it that I can't get this person out? Well, because most of you guys feel so comfortable having him in. See, most of y'all don't understand that the only reason why you're having the problems you're having is you're allowing that person in your life versus kicking that person out. Wherever you go, you want to go to the bathroom, there he is. You want to take a shower, there he is. Wherever you go, that anxiety, those fears, those excuses and everything that you have is around you, sleeping in your bed, everything, just tearing up your house mentally. And then for many of you guys out there, when is enough going to be enough? When are y'all going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired? When are you going to draw a line and say, I am tired of being here by myself, which should be a good thing. I'm not telling you it's not a bad thing being alone. It's great. But I'm saying, when are you guys going to take a moment and get tired of, okay? When are we going to start looking at these problems as not problems, but choices we make? Remember, sometimes, listen, you cannot control the outside world, but you can control this person right here. Not me, but you, me. You. You see what I'm saying? Not you, me, but you. You can control you, okay? You choose to linger on and ignore the problem versus facing it, okay? All you do is allow fear, which there's no such thing of, anxiety or rejection come into your life, and all you do is ignore it and you want it to go away. You think by ignoring it or putting a rug over it, it's going to change the aspects of your life, but it doesn't happen. Because a lot of you guys out here just don't want to deal with problems, okay? But you don't want to deal with it, but you allow the problems to linger, okay? They're that uninvited stranger. And you know they're wearing your clothes, drinking your beer, your liquor, just fucking up your whole world. And then after a second, or all of a sudden, that fear and rejection is what? Taking over your whole entire life. Let me get a few more questions in here. He says going towards the problem is going against the current. Yes. Yeah, we always run away from the problem because we don't want to either take the time to fix or solve it, or we think that if I just try to ignore it, it's going to go away. It just doesn't do that. But what I'm saying to you is, to get these successes, is that you have got to acknowledge that there is actually something wrong with you, okay? All right, and that's not a bad thing, okay? but you've got to face it. But the question is, do you want to face it? And if you face it, how are you going to face it? Okay. All right. And that's what I'm saying. If you guys just start look at it and work, you'll learn, and that's it. But remember, gentlemen, everything is always going to be a choice, gentlemen, in your life. Everything. Okay. Every time you grow, you develop, you desire all these things. But when you're in the game, dog, oh my God, when you're in the game, man, going into uncharted territories, man, is fucking awesome. It's, man, guys, it's, I don't know what what it feels like to take a drug, but I know what it feels like to go into uncharted territories in your mind. No more worrying and no more stressing about an unknown future or unforeseen events or circumstances. And this is why most of you guys have limited experiences in certain areas that you have, is because the uncertainty that most of you have. Hold on, let's see. I'm gonna get this question right here. Limitless asks a question. He says, is the way you think based off of how you feel about yourself, or does the way you think lead into the feeling? Well, Limitless, I don't know. You've got to tell me. Limitless, okay, I love the question, but in the question, what is your answer? Because no matter if you are looking at yourself, okay, or what you think of yourself, at this point in time, there is uncertainty, and uncertainty is always going to override and supersede the statement. So what I'm asking you, Limitless, is what is leading to your feelings? And if it's women, it's fine. It's no knock on you if it's about women, but you know, that's where some of the problems come in at. Let me see here. When a man learns more about himself, is that when he becomes magnetic? No. See, boxing, this is the fail. See, what you're saying, boxing, is you don't want to learn about yourself. That's the problem. You just showed that you don't want to learn about yourself. And let me explain. Because you're making this shit about pussy, and you don't even realize it. You made a statement, and this is why you're not getting it, because at your core, you want to be magnetic to fucking women. I'm magnetic to a woman because I don't give a fuck about being magnetic to a woman. You are not getting any women because deep, deep down, you want to learn yourself for women. And the game ain't about that. You should never, ever look to be magnetic only to yourself. But you're trying to be magnetic to women. Yes, outcomes, dog. That's why y'all fail, because deep down, you don't even believe in yourself to even learn yourself. You want to use these as tactics to draw women in. And this is why it's never worked. Dog, y'all can't cheat the game. I don't know why y'all think that y'all can cheat the game. You can't cheat the guys. You cannot. Remember, I tell you what the game's gonna show you for what you are, what you think, and what you're not, dog. And you can't cheat the game. The game is like the perfect computer program. It has no thoughts. It has no feelings. It just fucking moves forward. It doesn't stop for me. It doesn't stop for pimps, max, players, ballers, or hustlers. The game always moves on with or without you. And it doesn't fuck with anybody that is trying to cheat it or trying to find a boxing a cheat code. Let's see here. Let me get to this question here. Wait, did I press it? Oh, wait, that's why. Let me stop. Hold on a second. Let's stop doing that. That's why it's, hold on a second. Let me ask some of y'all questions. Question right here. Let's see here. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Got questions. Go ahead and put a Q. I got you guys. I'm trying to catch it. God damn, I'm trying to catch your questions. Fuck. Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to catch you. I apologize. Here we go. Arnold. Can can you touch on the candlelight analogy? I can't reference it to anything, or I don't get it. No, it's basically where you have game, which you don't have, is that when you get with a woman, you're cool with her decision. If she wants to see somebody else, you let her go. If she doesn't like the situation, you let her go. If she's complaining, you let her go. If she's trying to change you, you let her go. If she's disrespectful, you let her go. If she challenges you and your authority, you let her go. If she goes against your program, you let her go. But depending on the severity of the disrespect, you can let her come back, and that's just a candle. We call a candle in the window so she can find her way back home. But other than that, dog, this game, you gotta put your feelings in your pocket to be in this game, man. Y'all guys, most of you young men out here, you guys, y'all are too fucking emotional and shit, trying to make things work, trying to beg them to give you a chance and all that. Matter of fact, I'm watching because I'm trying to binge it because I'm all pissed about it. But the last season of Umbrella Academy, so I'm trying to finish that up. And the woman has the nerve to say, you know what, I'm not going to give you a spoiler, but she tells her husband, you know what, I need some time to think us out because I don't think we're ready. I don't know if I want to be with you anymore. He's like, no. If a woman says that as a man, you let her go. And if she decides to bring her ass back, cool. But you know what? You don't fight for women. You don't beg them and manipulate them to come back. I'm telling you, the game is a tough place for those who have it. It's beautiful, okay? You got to be a student of it. That's how you do it, sir, a student of it. Jay asked a question, why was listening to Bob Ross important when it came to practicing writing poetry? Because let me show you Bob. So what I had to learn from my mentor was, let me see if I have Bob. So this is Bob right here. What I had to learn from my mentor was every Sunday, Bob would take a blank canvas and create what you see right there. The canvas would be blank, and he would talk, and he would make the funny, happy trees and the clouds. And by the time the show was over, he took a blank canvas and made it art. And that's how deep the mouthpiece is. When you meet a woman, you're a blank canvas. And by the time she gets to know the depth and range that you have, you are art. And that's why the mouthpiece in the game is so important. And I got something for y'all that's working on that. I'm almost done with it, but I got y'all guys, okay? Let's say if you're not the food or the future boyfriend, are you only good for well, no, not necessarily, because all dick ain't good. And it's not about dick. It's about the man. So it's just, I think you've got a wrong interpretation of that. Okay. Let's see here. Let us keep going. He says, how can I recognize the difference between making cautious decisions versus the home invader fear? Well, okay, Logan, I've told you, go to Google Maps. And I want you to, or go to Google Maps or go to Google and type up Google and ask Google to give you the address of fear. Find out the state, city, apartment number, townhouse or house. Find out his address. Find out his address. Because if you think that motherfucker is real, then he's always going to be real in your mind until you think. Gentlemen, remember I told you this is a thinking man's game. Until you think. But as I said before, don't believe me. You got to see it for yourself. So go to Google and type up his address. And if you know where he lives, go slay his ass. Fuck him up. Go knock on his door. But once you realize that I have a child night. So, okay. So For some of you, when you were children, some of you might not know this. Some of you were afraid of the dark when you were young. So what your parents would put in your bedroom to keep your bedroom dimly lit is what is called a night light, gentlemen. They'll plug it up. It's a light that you plug when you were a child because you were afraid of the dark, because you thought there was something under your bed or something in your closet, or whatever the fuck you thought of. But it's no different as grown men. There is no such thing as fear or rejection. You make it up based off of your interpretation of how you see the world. But your fear, gentlemen, this is the crazy thing, Logan. You don't think about that when you flip on a light switch. You don't think about fear when you open a door. You don't think about fear when you grab your wallet, your car keys, or a remote control. You only think about the fear when it comes to fucking women and pussy. So your fear is not actually fear. It's your fear of women that makes you believe that there is such a thing as fear. So there is no fear, young man. No, I meant the candle light analogy to find your core to see it. Sir, you need to get coaching. And if you bring that up again, I'm going to kick you the fuck out the room. Do you want, matter of fact, get out the room. I'll get out. No, I'm going to give you a break. I'm going to give you a break. If you disrespect the room again, you're getting out. I'm telling you right now, I'll time you out now, but I'm going to kick you the fuck out if you fucking disrespect this room again. You're this close to me kicking you out. Anyway, when it comes to poetry, should you just start writing or focus on certain topics? Dog, go to my poetry thing. It's free. Learn from it and soak it up. Question right here. I ask it because you say false beliefs can lead to thinking a certain way, justify the beliefs once you start thinking of it. But you're not, okay, Limitless, you're not thinking for you. You're not a student of the game. You're just saying shit. Remember, I keep telling you, if all you do is have it on paper, it's not going to benefit you at all because all you're doing is just saying shit. You're not being about that life. You're just saying shit, sir. You're just chomping, okay? You're just chomping, okay? All right? All you're doing is just running your mouth, and that's where the problem is at. That's where the problem is at. So what I'm saying is you're just saying things, and this is where your problem's coming up. Guys, you got a question? Go ahead and put a Q. We're not going to be on very long because I just wanted to do something quick for you guys. But lines open if you want to call in. If you have a question, you got it. Please put a Q. But as I'm saying before, is that right now you don't believe that you have enough support in who you are to provide you with what you need to move forward. Okay, and this is why it's very important to gain understanding of yourself, experience for yourself, knowledge for yourself, and realize the only resource I need is the trust that I have in myself versus what I think the world wants me to be. In the world, meaning women. All of your problems stem from women. Everything that's going wrong with you stems from women. And most of you got to be honest with yourself and have this powwow with yourself to realize that the only way that I can actually grow from these points, from point A, and move forward is I've got to face what I'm never trying to face. And that is the lies that y'all are living. Okay? That's what I'm saying, okay? And 3 a.m. Buddy, I told you this ain't for you. You don't have to listen. This ain't for you, big dog. This ain't for you. You've already exposed yourself to being lazy, so this isn't for you, buddy. But we appreciate you here, but this isn't for you. If I were you, I wouldn't waste my time. But you can stay in here. Nobody's going to kick you out. But it is what it is. But gentlemen, what I'm saying to most of you guys out here, if a woman turns you down, your first reaction is to feel dumb, ignorant, mad, or you get defensive. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to protect your self-image, okay? By sitting around here saying, well, no, I'm not. It's like it's a game. What is a game you used to play in kindergarten? I know you are, but what am I? I mean, we all did that at one point as children. You know, arguing with some little girl on the playground that's like bugging you or something and calls you, you got cooties or some stupid shit. And you're like, nah, no, you are with them. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about as kindergarten, as kids. But the thing is, y'all are doing the same thing as grown men, and that's the problem. You are grown men. And for many of you guys out here as grown men, the reason why you're not moving as a man is because your mind right now is doing everything to deflect, fortify, pamper, soothe, and protect you from allowing you to learn the information you need to grow. Why do you think people come in here and disrupt the class? Why do you think people call in and disrupt the class? Because their minds are telling them that you guys need protection from the person that's the bad guy. Don't listen to this guy. He's telling you to think for himself. Don't listen to that black motherfucker. He's telling you to love yourself. How dare him tell you that? Don't listen to that motherfucker. He's telling you to believe, love, and have self-worth. Who wants that shit? No, fuck that. Why don't you listen to me and follow me? We got to love somebody else. We got to love these women. We got to support these women and do all these other things. And that's what I'm saying. That's how the mind is messing you up. Because it's going to make sure that your reactions hit harder when a woman says no versus you flipping the light switch and the light not working. You turning your doorknob and that's not actually opening for you. Area code 289, sir. What's your name and what's your question?
Yo, Steve, it's Mohab.
What's up, Big Mo? What's up?
Okay, my question is, earlier you talking about, and it's kind of something I wanted to ask about, you were talking about how in the spot, you already set it up, you sound check the DJ, and you talk to the alpha female. Like, there's certain specific things that you do, right? You don't just walk in and put your bid in with every woman. So that's what I want to talk to you about, right? So when I step in the spot, Steve, I'm not going to talk to every woman right away, right? Because I have to actually like take in and kind of like scan the environment. Is that correct?
Yes, but I'm going to talk to a woman. When I first walk into anything, I'm talking to women. I'm always talking to the women.
Mm-hmm.
And because the women don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll always get, I noticed you were talking to other women. But how did you notice if you ain't watching me? See, women watch ladies, men. They don't watch losers. If you're not talking to women, they're not watching how you move, but they're going to watch how you move with a woman by what, Mo? How the woman reacts to the way you're interacting with her. See, if you go into a club and you just veer off to the bar, the bathroom, or the wall, they'll look at you, but then they'll look off somewhere else. But if they seen you move talking to women, and the women are smiling and laughing and enjoying your company, they're going to say, well, what is this guy saying? Damn, he seems like it's a little bit different. Right. And then if he comes up to me or he comes up to me, I want to see what he's talking about. Can I get the same pleasure that those women are getting? Can I get that same thing from that person? Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. But
yeah, so that's basically my question to you. Like, because sometimes when I'm walking around, I'm like, okay, I clocked this one, but it's not the right time because she's surrounded by people. You know, I'll wait till she dips off a little or veers off, you know, or on her own, stuff like that. Like, I just don't want to. I want to be more calibrated with a shot rather than just going up at any random time. But then again,
the one thing I keep telling y'all, stop trying to create this mythical thing called the perfect time, Mo. There is no perfect time because you are perfect, right? If you're perfect to you, then isn't whenever you move the perfect time, the right time?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying, Mo? Right. You're doing an I do. You're waiting for the sun, the moon, the stars to line up, and you're looking for the perfect time. And I keep telling you, y'all better stop doing that because he who waits masturbates, as in you're waiting for the perfect time. Then that next smooth motherfucker comes in before you and then gets the girl, and you be like, damn, dog, I should have said something.
Right.
So
and it's happened to me here. Like,
it happened with y'all. But see, a lot of y'all sit around and hesitate. Y'all hesitate. You're like, well, now's not the right time because I've got to figure out what the perfect time is. But there's no such thing as the perfect time. As a man, I am the perfect time. So anything I do is actually the perfect time.
Yeah. Bar. It's like, appreciate you, Steve. That's fire. But yeah. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right. I'll throw you back in. Thank you, Mo. Appreciate that. Respect. All right, guys, let's get a last round of questions and get everything. Guys, got questions, go ahead and ask for the queue. But gentlemen, as I said before, at the end of the day, it is very exhausting for many of you guys out here. But projecting your self-image into the world just to defend it from a woman is something that's going to stress you guys the fuck out. It's going to stress you all out. What I'm saying is that it is okay to recognize that you don't know anything, and it is okay to ask for help if you actually need it. But the ego and self-importance is going to sometimes say, I can do it myself. I can do it. And I know y'all young motherfuckers think that. I give you, hey, I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers, hey, motherfucker, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I don't need help. But there's no influence there. So what we say to all you guys out there, y'all got to learn how to start breaking your identification of what you think you are versus what you need to be. Because you haven't met him yet. And I promise you, when you meet him, oh, your life is going to change. But you don't even know him to even meet him. Because all you know and think about is her. How are you going to meet him when all you do is think about her, how she's moving, how she's thinking? Does she like me? Is she interested in me? Will she date me? Y'all are doing all that, okay? You see what I'm saying? Okay. So another question. Well, Bill, yes, you are the core. Absolutely. Yes. But you don't see it, because all you guys do day in and day out. If you're not thinking about women, you're thinking about other men. And it just doesn't make sense to me why you would think of those two things. Why are you thinking about other women like that? And why are you thinking about other men? I'm jabbed. It's not knock on you, but this is am I undefeated, dog? Am I not undefeated? See how hard it is to think for yourself? Because your mind wanders and makes you think about other men or women, dog. And that's not what we do. Okay? We don't move that way. We don't move that way. No, it's no knock on Jab. He doesn't know. He's new here. There's no knock on him. But that's wasted information versus learning information that can be utilized by learning who you are. You see what I'm saying? That's what we're saying. Okay? We've got to stop wanting what other men are doing, what other men are thinking, and start to think for ourselves and stop worrying about other women, what they're doing and thinking. Okay? All right? No, that's not true. No, that is not true. Because I just told you, you're embracing somebody that is emotional and effeminate. So no, you don't embrace the stranger that's eating your food, has his feet up on your desk, and is destroying your life from the inside. Why would you embrace that person? Tell me. Why would you embrace somebody that doesn't believe in himself, that makes excuses, has anxieties, has fears, and has all these effeminate emotional feelings? Why would you embrace that? Tell me. Why would you embrace that person? Think. You guys are thinking man's game. That's all you're doing is embrace. Why are you embracing that? And as long as you're embracing it, you're not going to win in this thing. You're embracing the wrong stuff, thinking about the wrong things, and moving the wrong way, gentlemen. So last round of questions, y'all guys. We're about to wrap this up. Let me grab this. 772, what's your name? What's your question, sir? What's up? 772 going once. 772 going twice. 772.
Hey, this is James.
James, goodbye. We know you're the joke. Thank you, James. Bye. Anyway, as I said before to all you guys out there, what's very important for you guys out there, this is why the game is very important, okay? We want to make sure, guys, that the successes that you have got to be yours and yours alone, okay? That's what we're saying to you guys out there, okay? And no, James, we're not going to answer the phone from you, James. We're not going to hear your racism or antics or anything like that. Sorry, James, it's not for you. Find somebody else, James, okay? Anyway, as I said before, gentlemen, if you have a question, y'all know how to find us, themanmindset@gmail.com, themanmindset@gmail.com, themanmindset@gmail.com. Or so no, that's not. Don't ever ask a man that homophobic question. Don't ever ask a man that because he's gonna pull your punk card, dog. You can't talk. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all gotta watch who y'all hang out with. If you hang out with other guys that answer this question and don't want to punch you in your fucking face, then you're around some wrong people, okay? Okay, you gotta, young man, you gotta grow up. You gotta grow up. And you have got to think that when you're talking to real motherfuckers, that's disrespectful. Because they're gonna ask, why the fuck do you care what the fuck I was doing at 24 years old? Hey, now if it's a woman, I mean, that's okay, but you're a grown-ass man asking about what another man is doing when that has nothing to do with you. And the reason you're doing it for is it's really weird, man. It's really weird. It's really odd. It's odd. So as I'm saying to you guys out there, last round of questions. If you have them, go ahead and ask. We got y'all, okay? Well, okay, sir. I don't think you know who the fuck I am, and I'm not coming at the question wrong. If you want to ask effeminate girl questions, go ahead, dog. Listen. If you want to be a girl, go ahead. But I'm listen. Here, we don't ask and talk about other men. Here, we are not homophobic. Here, we don't think about men like that. So if you want to do that, please go ahead. But just please, I ask you, don't bring that homophobic stuff here. This is not for guys wanting to get to know guys. I'm sorry. Okay. If you are a woman, that is an okay question to ask. But if you're a guy, you're in the wrong room. That's all I'm saying. Okay, sir. So I'm just being honest with you. If you want to ask that feminine ass shit, do it somewhere else. Just don't disrespect me or these young guys who are trying to learn how to be men. Okay, that's all I'm asking. You can ask those questions to your other butt buddies, but not here. This is a man space. We don't talk in homosexuality. This is, and again, if you like men and that's okay. There's always a room for that. We're not gay bashing or anything like that. If you like guys and you want to sleep with guys and you want to learn about guys, there are other rooms to do that, but not here. Here is man stuff. That's all I'm saying. This is man stuff. This is what men do. Okay. That's all I want to say about that. But anyway, guys, we appreciate you guys out here soaking up this game, gentlemen. Guys, the birthday discounts are there. Just go to the Man Mindset, gentlemen, and chop that up. But guys, got a question. And if you want to actually start your pathway, gentlemen, y'all can easily start it going to the manmindset@gmail.com, the manmindset@gmail.com, the manmindset@gmail.com. All right, guys, we're going to go wrap this up. We'll see you guys tomorrow night with Dana and a late show. I'm still trying to see if I'm going to see that fucking movie, man. Fuck. But anyway, man, yeah, it's football, so I got to get the fuck on, man. All right, guys, appreciate you guys. Please appreciate yourselves, man, and we are out.